Hi there, students. Whereas. Okay, whereas is a conjunction, a coordinating conjunction. It means but, in contrast to, on the other hand. So, yes, in winter, Canada is very cold, whereas in southern Spain, it's quite warm. On the other hand, as a comparison with, compared to the fact with, but. Okay, let's see, you should be using this word whereas whenever you want to use the word but in your exam speakings or your exam writings. You're contrasting two different things. He enjoys living in the city, whereas I much prefer a quiet life. Yes, he works slowly and methodically, whereas she goes hell for leather to finish it as soon as possible. You are always shaved clean, whereas I always wear a beard. Okay, so it's a conjunction. In contrast to, in comparison with the fact that. The first question was easy, whereas the second question was much more difficult. Okay, whereas, but on the other hand, I like eating salty things, whereas most people prefer to eat sweet ones. Notice you can also use this word whereas in a legal document. This is very formal and a bit different as well. Using it, for example, to start a sentence saying, it being the case that, since. Whereas there has been a problem with this in recent years, we are now going to find a solution to this. We're now going to resolve it. So it being the fact that, because, taking into consideration that the following fact, yeah, it acts as a sentence connector, in as much as it being the fact that, but this is unusual and very legal. You should be using it to say while at the same time. Yes, he was walking on the beach, whereas I was lying in the sun. And then, while on the contrary, as an opposite of this, yes, he offered to help immediately, whereas many others were much slower to do it. Okay, so whereas you're showing a contrast. Yeah, he did it in record time, whereas his brother was much slower. Okay, so whereas this is a coordinating conjunction to join two phrases. You use whereas to say this following statement is a contrast to the main clause. Notice you can also use it at the beginning. Whereas I don't like this type of music very much, my friend absolutely adores it. If you do it this way round, it's a little bit more formal, okay, as a contrast to. So, formality. I think I would probably give whereas a 6 in formality, but use it absolutely anywhere. Notice this legal use, meaning the following fact is true. This is very formal, and I suggest probably you don't use it. Okay? So, whereas, but, in contrast to. My explanations are very clear, whereas other people's explanations aren't so clear and don't have so many good examples. English spelling is very complicated, whereas spelling in, for example, Spanish is very easy. It sounds exactly, it should be spelt exactly how it sounds. So, whereas, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, whereas if you didn't, don't. subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Wheras.